Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to Ella and Alec's story. So now we're going right on to Ella, and this is obviously sometime later after the office incident. I'm not freaking out. I'm not freaking out. I'm not freaking out. Okay, I'm freaking out. It's the day after Briar Rose got discovered breaking into Alec Lasham's office, and I'm now back in Alec's office. It's our first day of our internship. Yipes. Briar's off playing with a papri. Alec has a pretty fancy lunch laid out, just for the two of us. Trouble is, people keep walking by the glass door and staring. It's a little nerve-wracking. All right, it's a lot nerve-wracking. Alex sets his hands in his pockets. It's like he's posing for the cover of a magazine or something. He gestures across the low coffee table that sits across from his couch. The thing is covered in fancy plates with little silver domes on top. And does one of those have a Bunsen burner under it? It does. About lunch, Alec points across the food once more. We have a choice of steak, chicken, salad, and Alec peeps under one of the little domes. Falafel. I wasn't sure if you were vegan. Oh. I try not to notice how the hallway outside Alec's office is getting more clogged with people. Total fail. Are you not in here much or something? In this office, you mean? Yes. To do actual work? Yes, again. No, never. I mean, sometimes I have to sit at the desk because there's a photo shoot or something, so I keep a pile of Sudoku in the top drawer. It looks like I'm signing contracts. Is that why everyone's staring at us? Alec turns. Oh, I didn't notice that. I guess you wouldn't. I sidestep towards the wall and take care to keep my back toward the window. A flash of light comes from the hallway. Did someone just take our picture? Alec frowns. I'm afraid they did. My self-preservation instinct kicks into high gear. Look, this was a bad idea. You're Alec the Charm, and I'm not someone who should ever be in the spotlight. At all. I scoop up my purse from a nearby table. I should probably go. Alec shoots me a million-watt smile. Want to get something incognito? You. Incognito. But even as I asked the question, I remember Alec popped a baseball cap on and became Fred. This might work. What about the food? I ask. Office buildings are essentially the same as vulture parks. The moment I leave the premises, they will pick over the leavings within minutes. I tilt my head, unsure. Really? Oh, yes, and to answer your other question, going incognito is one of my greatest skills. Alec bobs his brows, prepared to be dazzled. Spinning about, he marches up to the door and pulls it open. Reaching into his pocket, Alec pulls out a handful of gemstones and grips them in his fist. Closing his eyes, he focuses on his spell. A plume of red mist bursts out from his hand and fills the entire hallway. After that, the air clears, and Alex turns to me. Let's go. I tilt my head. What did you do? Nothing too evil, he winks. Now I have to see. I step up to the door, glance out into the hallway and smile. Everyone is frozen in place. A light dusting of red covers them. You cast a time stop. It'll only last another minute. Alex steps into the hallway and gestures towards the back of the building. I expect you know where the private family elevators are. I do. Mostly because I break in here all the time. We reach the elevators. Just as the silver doors close on us, everyone on the floor comes back to life. Leaning against the elevator wall, I try to jam my hands in my pockets, but this suit doesn't have any. So annoying. So what's next? I ask. The dazzling will continue, says Alec. We step out into the sub-basement. There, Alec keeps a leather bomber jacket, a baseball cap, and sunglasses. He swaps out his suit jacket for a casual ensemble and does another magazine-style pose, this time where he leans against the wall with his right shoulder. What do you think? I never recognise you. Fred. Alec whips off the sunglasses. So you remember that? I shrug. Of course. I never forgot it either. Alec steps closer. My stomach decides to practice aerobatics again. And Mingma would not disclose their supplier. I even tried magic. Nothing. I think he's meant to say acrobats, but it says somewhat weird, guys. It's a spell mistake in the book, I apologise. A zing of happy moves through my soul. He tried to find me. That was probably my parents. They cast lots of security spells over my identity. It was some good stuff. I'm a warden. There's no hiding the mini gas ballot out. You are? No one writes about that. I keep a low profile. Alec leans in even closer. And you read about me. You're hard to miss. I don't mean to say this, but my lips seem to move on their own. I'm a warden too. No way! You hide it really well. I'm sure you get why. Of course. I want to facepalm myself. Hanging around with Alec is dangerous. Now I just told him I'm a warden of fae magic. How dumb is that? It has to stay a secret. I'd never risk you. Alec is usually such a player. Not in the moment, though. Nothing but sincerity shines in his blue eyes. You need to know that. The force of his emotion slams into me. I want to say a million things, like how I've never forgotten him, how he awakens my heart, how happy I am in the moment. All those thoughts wrap into a single word. Thanks. A flash of red light floods the basement. The next thing I know, there's a dwarf standing between me and Alec. I step backward in shock. Words tumble from my mouth. I've never met a dwarf before. And this is a real dwarf-looking dwarf, if you know what I mean. Huge brown beard, long tunic, pointed-toed boots, the whole deal. I'm Wilhelm. Alex sighs. Why are you here? Wilhelm narrows his eyes at me. I wish to discover your... I want to know what your intentions are with our prince. Now I'm really lost. Prince? Wilhelm and his crew are pledged to serve the Lacharme family, Alec explains. We're a Cinderella template, so that makes me their you-know-what. Wilhelm dramatically scans the empty basement, as if spies could be lurking in any random corner. We serve the Lacharme by digging up jewels and information. My eyes widen. Were you the ones who cracked the internet backbone under the Russian embassy? Wilhelm puffs out his chest. Why, yes. I'm not impressed. I heard it was a dwarven job. No one knew there were a senior crew operating in Manhattan. We've been here since the Lacharmes came over from Europe. Wilhelm clears his throat. But enough about my crew. He wags a meat finger in my direction. Answer the question. What are your intentions? Nothing but good stuff. And your respect is innate decency? Asks Wilhelm. Alec groans, but there's no real anger in it. I focus on Wilhelm. Absolutely, I reply. His decency is safe with me. I suppose it's all right. Wilhelm pulls off his cute pointy hat and rubs his bald head. Not sure why the Queen of Hearts is up in arms about you two. All the blood in my body seems to sink to my toes. I'd forgotten about the Queen of Hearts. What do you know about that? Nothing you need to be concerned about. Another flash of red light illuminates the basement. When the brightness is gone, so is Wilhelm. Alec pretends to be very interested in wiping dust off his sunglasses. Sorry about that. No, Wilhelm is sweet. It's clear he cares about you. And because I can't help myself, I add one more question. Does he do that a lot? That's the first time, says Alec. Oh, I say. And that's all I can get out at that moment. I should be honest here, says Alec. Wilhelm knows I had a dream about the Queen of Hearts ages ago. She said that legend would keep me from my true love. Oh, I say again. And this would be the perfect place to add in how I actually met the Queen of Hearts. She told me the same thing, only the Queen added it would be none other than Marchesa, and legend who would try to spoil my love life. But I can't get the words out. Sadly, that confession feels sealed behind every wall. A memory appears. I'm in the cinder basement with Marchesa. She's tried to lock me in. Both my parents are gone. Sorrow weighs in my soul with such force. It's like I can't breathe. So much pain, and I bricked it away years ago. I haven't really gone past that wall ever since. Yes, says Bry, but having someone like Alec in my life, that's more than a new friend. It explodes my own life. It could rip down the wall. All the hurt would escape and overwhelm, and if things with Alec didn't work out, I don't know that I have the strength to build myself up again. Ella, can you hear me? It's Alec. I clear my throat. Oh, yes. You seemed a little lost then. I hope the stuff about the Queen of Hearts didn't upset you. If Wilhelm says not to worry, then we're safe, really. No, it's fine, I force on a smile. I just need some lunch. Sure, says Alec, but a question lingers at his eyes. Why don't we head out the back alley exit? There's a hot dog cart not far from here. We could get something to eat and chat. I'd taken a deep breath and clear my thoughts. That sounds perfect. We step outside. My thoughts go back to Bry. All these feelings for Alec remind me how much I already care for my best friend, and our 18th birthday's coming up. Again, that's never a great date for anyone with a fairy tale life template. No matter what, I've got to keep my eye on her and protect my heart. And that is the next chapter of Ella's story. So I guess, that's what happened when they sort of went out. It's interesting knowing, seeing it from their side, I suppose. Thanks for listening and many blessings.